I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with a couple repurchases. This first one is from Neo Cutest, and if you have watched my empties video, you will have seen that I've gone through quite a few of these. This is one of my favorite eye creams at the moment. This is the Lumiere Rich Extra Moisturizing Illuminating Eye Cream. It comes in a 1/2 ounce pump bottle, and I always like to have one of these on backup. When I run out of one and start using the backup, then I like to replace the backup. So I went ahead and got another one of these. Skin Store was doing, I think it was 25% off, which I usually always hit these on a sale either on Skin Store or else Lovely Skin is another one that has this brand. And then I also purchased another one of the Covergirl Easy Breezy Brow, and I got 110 medium and 115 deep. It's these guys right here. So I like to use a light layer of this deep one, and then I comb it out with the lighter one to kind of get a blended eyebrow shade, which these are the two products that I have in my brows today. These are the only products that I have been putting in my brows for quite some time, and it's one of the few brow gels that I've been able to use that doesn't break my brows out, in addition to kind of volumizing them and defining them. So I really love this product from Covergirl. And then when I was at Ulta, I saw that L'Oreal came out with this True Match eye cream in a concealer, and I was just really intrigued because I have a really dry eye area. Both my eyelids and under eye can get very dry, so I'm always kind of on the hunt for products like this, and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I got the shade C1-2 in Fair. It comes in a 0.4 fluid ounce tube bottle, and when I first swatched this, I was like, oh, this is thin, it's not going to cover anything, right? And then I used it and I was like, wow, this kind of corrects and covers a little bit more than I thought it was going to. It's still a very light coverage, but it still looks really pretty underneath the eyes, and this is actually what I have underneath my eyes today. It has kind of a serum-like consistency. It does say on the packaging that there's 0.5% pure hyaluronic acid in here, which I like that there's hyaluronic acid in here, but I was like, 0.5, that's not a lot. But at least it's in there. It says eye area looks fresher, less puffy in 1 week. I haven't been using it for a week, so I couldn't speak on that, but I do have it underneath my eyes today, and I do like how it looks underneath my eyes. I did kind of build it up, and the more that I tried to build it up, the kind of more I had to work at blending it, and I think that has to do with the amount of eye creams that I have underneath it as well, and this is kind of like a eye cream and a concealer product, so a lighter layer probably would have been best. So for me, it wasn't necessarily the easiest to build up. I was able to build it up, but I had to blend quite a bit at it. Yeah, it has a really serum-like consistency. So if you have a drier under eye and you don't like a heavy coverage, this might be interesting to try out for you. And again, I got the shade C1-2 Fair. So you can see right there, there's not a ton of coverage. But again, when I put it underneath my eyes, I was really surprised at how much there was in correction for it, for being such a light product. That was very interesting to me. So anyway, I got that guy, and so again, the True Match eye cream in a concealer from L'Oreal, and they were doing buy one get one 50% off, so I went ahead and got the Infallible Loose Setting Powder in 612 Translucent Light Medium, which also I had one of these in my empties, and this is a really nice powder. It actually reminds me a lot of the Lancome Long Time No Shine powder, which this is another one of my favorite powders here. I've gone through, I think, 1 or 2 jars of this. I feel like these two products are pretty comparable. The jar you do get is kind of small, and it has 0.26 ounces of product in there. So you're not getting a whole ton of product, and it is a smaller jar, but the product inside is really nice. This is what I use to set the foundation that I have on my face today, and it looks really nice. I also grabbed another one of the Covergirl and Olay Simply Ageless foundations, and I got the shade 200 again in Fair Ivory. It's this guy right here. This has been my favorite eyeshadow primer. It has got SPF 28 in there, which I really like for having that SPF on my eyes because they are also exposed to the sun, so I like that. And then I use this a lot in the summertime as a concealer, again, because of that SPF, and it makes a really pretty concealer. It blends really nice. It's very lightweight, and it has a decent amount of coverage to it. So the one that I had been using is looking pretty shoddy, so I went ahead and I picked up another one of these because I open this thing like every single day, and I kind of feel like it's starting to ball up a little bit, probably because of all the air exposure that it's gotten since I've had it, because I've been using it for months now. So I went ahead and got a fresh one of these, and this is just a really good product. And then I was watching Stephanie Leda here on YouTube, and she kept talking about this Covergirl Clean Fresh Healthy Look Pressed Powder, so I thought I would go ahead and give this a try. And she'd actually done, I think, a video where she used this powder solely as kind of a powder foundation, and I haven't used it like that. I just got the translucent one to kind of get a feel for the actual product, and this is a really pretty powder. I used this powder to set that L'Oreal True Match concealer underneath my eyes today, and I feel like that gave a little bit of extra coverage and brightness to that concealer, but it wasn't heavy or cakey. It looks really pretty underneath the eyes, so that's how I've used it so far. And because I think it feels really nice, I may go ahead and get some shades that match my complexion and try it out as a powder foundation. I do like me a good powder foundation. So far so good on this guy. I'm quite impressed. Again, the one I got is a 100 translucent. I will say that even though this is translucent, it does have a bit of a light coverage cast to it. So you can kind of see right there, it's got a bit of a white cast to it. But I really like the powder. I don't notice a smell or anything like that. And on the packaging, it says that it's formulated without phthalates, mineral oil, formaldehyde, talc, parabens, and sulfates. Lightweight, flawless finish that lasts all day. Buildable coverage, makes pores less visible. So yeah, I may pick up skin tone shades of this for me next time I'm in town, because this is a nice powder. I also got this Hard Candy Just Glow Stay Glassy highlighter. And when I looked at it through kind of the pan, I thought it was going to be a dupe for like the Ofra highlighter that I really like, and it's like a really frosty white shade. And here when I opened this up to, you know, like check it out, it's not a powder. I was like, dang it. It's a cream. It's kind of comparable to something like Colourpop, maybe a little bit more creamy than Colourpop. It still has a nice like finish to it, but it's not what I expected. You can see there's a lot of glossiness to it, which is what the powder is called, for a glossy type of finish. And they had, I want to say, 2 shades of this, but it's like a sparkly white putty type of a balm there. So yeah, I really thought this was going to be a powder. I was really shocked when I went to swatch it, and I was like, oh, this is not a powder. So anyway, that's the Just Glow Stay Glassy highlighter from Hard Candy right there, and this is Fix My Halo. That's what shade that is. The Ulta that I go to finally got a display for Juvia's Place products, so I was finally able to see this highlighter in the flesh, as I was going back and forth multiple times whether or not to order it online, and I just couldn't tell if it was going to be light enough for me. And then I saw it in the store and I was like, I think that's going to work, and I'm super glad that I picked it up because this is really beautiful. It's the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place, and it comes in a cardboard packaging with 0.31 ounces of product. And it looks kind of like a deeper champagne. It's got a real kind of silvery frosty finish that's just stunning. This does have mineral oil in it, so I haven't worn it consecutively for days to see if it has any effect on my skin, but the times that I have worn it, I haven't had any irritation because I'm a little iffy with mineral oil in products. But this is a really pretty highlighter. It's like that in-your-face shine. There are no micro glitters in here either. It's just all mica kind of a shine. But isn't that pretty? I think that's such a pretty highlighter. So I am glad that I went ahead and picked this guy up. So this is the Volume 3 one by Juvia's Place right there. I also got a new mascara from Covergirl. This is the Lash Blast Clean Volume Mascara. And I wasn't sure if the clean meant like clean looking lashes, like real natural kind of looking lashes, or if it was the formula. And then I read the packaging and it's the Clean Formula Smudge Proof Volume Mascara. So this is the packaging. I got the very black shade, no, pitch black, $7.95, and I love me a good Covergirl mascara. They've always been kind of one of my favorites from the drugstore. So this has got the traditional Lash Blast kind of wand to it, and I wore this today and it took a good 2-3 coats, and I got a little bit of length and a little bit of volume, but not a whole ton of each. But my lashes still look defined and they look pretty, kind of a little bit feathery. I haven't had any smudging or flaking with it either, which is a big thing for me because I tend to get smudging on the inner corners and then flakes kind of on my cheeks with some mascaras, and I haven't had any of that. And it's pretty late in the day. I got a late start today. So I've had this on for quite a few hours and I haven't had any issues so far. And I do have pretty sensitive eyes, so I'm glad that this is a clean formula. Again, this is formulated without parabens, sulfates, talc, and mineral oil is what it says on there. So And then when I was in town yesterday, I did go into Sephora, and it's been a very long time since I've been inside the Sephora that I go to, which is one of the ones inside JCPenney's. And it was the first day of the Sephora VIB sale, so I had my whole bucket full of stuff, right? And I was like, well, I'm here. I'll just get what I can in the store, and then I'll order the rest online. Well, I was only able to get 3 things, 2 of which were in my bucket, but they didn't have a whole lot of stuff in this store. But this first one is a repurchase, and this is from Glow Recipe. It's the Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner, hydrating and pore refining. It is this guy right here. I am getting down to the bottom of the bottle that I had originally purchased, so I picked up another one during the sale. I use this every single morning. I tone with the Pixi Glow Tonic, and then I pour some of this in my hands and pat it over my face, and it's almost like, for me, it's almost like a light lotion. It feels really soothing on the skin, but I like to use a BHA in addition to an AHA, because a BHA really helps to keep my pores clean, and then an AHA keeps the surface of my skin really clean. So I love that combination of the two. Like, I use the Pharmacy one the same way as I use this one, but I use the Pharmacy one at night because it's a little bit stronger. But both the Pharmacy Deep Clean, I think it's called, the toner, and this one are very gentle in terms of toners. I have used some toners in the past where my skin's like, yo, you need to stop using that. So I'll just open it up and show you guys what the bottle looks like here. I love Glow Recipe's packaging. They just have some really fun stuff. So this is the bottle that it comes in. It is a total of 5 fluid ounces of product. And I want to say that I got my first one when it first came out, which might have been in March or April, if memory serves me correctly. So it lasts a really long time. So that's the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow PHA and BHA Pore Tight Toner. Then I heard really good things about the Rare Beauty Tinted Lip Balm. So I got the With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm in the shade Blessed. And this does feel super nice on the lips. And these have got a lot more color than I thought that they would have, because of course you can't swatch anything in the store. So I got this one in Blessed. And this has a lot of color, I feel like, for a balm. But it's such a pretty shade. It's like a corally pink shade. This here, I was like, this is a really beautiful summer type of a shade. I did notice that when I put it on, it feels very comfortable on the lips. Nice coverage, nice color. It feels hydrating, but it did have a little bit of a synthetic taste. It didn't coat my mouth or anything like that, but there was a little bit of a synthetic taste that I noticed about it, but it's not too much, so it's something I can tolerate. But it's a really pretty balm right there. So that is the Rare Beauty With Gratitude Dewy Lip Balm in Blessed right there. And the packaging is really fun too. This is the first lip product that I've tried from the Rare Beauty range. And then lastly, in store, I grabbed the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. This has got 35 grams or 1.23 ounces of product. Again, you will have seen 2 of these in my empties video. This is just one of my favorite setting powders. It's really pretty on the skin. It's not drying. It does a really good job of setting makeup. And a couple people have told me that Too Faced is discontinuing their peach range, so I don't know if that's true or not. And I was like, I need at least one more hurrah with the Peach Perfect powder. So I went ahead and I got another one of these. This is in Translucent Peach Whisper right here. Just a super nice setting powder. And then I can't remember for the life of me right now what YouTuber I seen mentioning this palette. Otherwise, I would have probably never looked twice at it. But they mentioned how nice this palette from BH was, and it's the Naughty. It's the Naughty 30 color shadow palette. It says Ho Ho Holidays on the back. It just came with a plastic wrap around the outside of the packaging, no box or anything. But they were raving about how nice this was, and the color combinations in here looked really pretty as well. So I thought I would give this a try. If I remember her name, I hope I can just remember. I'll like put it on the screen or something, but I can't remember off the top of my head who was talking about this. But there's 30 shadows in here, and each shadow is 2 grams per shade, which is just a massive amount of eyeshadow. And I've worn this palette a couple times, and these shadows are super nice. They are a really nice quality. This palette here is made in the PRC. Tons of mattes, tons of shimmers. There are 2 pressed glitters in here, which are the shade up here, Jingle Bells, and then this one down here, Chestnuts, which I'm not crazy about pressed glitters, but there are only 2 of them. But a really beautiful array of shades, and the mattes blend out. The shimmers are really pretty. I'm just super impressed with this palette. and how many shades it has and the quality. It's just really nice. And I want to say it was only $25. And to boot, I think I was able to use one of those $3.50 off of $10 purchase. Is that what it's called from Ulta? But look at how nice these are. Even that one. That's a matte purple. That is a very smooth matte purple right there. Let me get a couple more. These ones. Some of these bright ones. I'm just really impressed with it. And I need to remember who was talking about it. Look at those colors. There is a little bit more fallout than I would like with the matte shades, but they're very pigmented and they blend really well. Look at the pigmentation on some of those. Such a pretty palette for such an affordable price. I'm really happy with it. So glad I got it. So that's from BH Cosmetics, the Ho Ho Holidays Naughty 30 color eyeshadow palette right there. And then I had seen somewhere that Lauren Conrad came out with a makeup line at Kohl's, and I can't remember, I think it was in a magazine or something like that. So I made it a point to stop at Kohl's yesterday, and I purchased 2 products from her range. On the Lauren Conrad website, it says it's clean, uncomplicated beauty, eco-friendly, vegan, and cruelty-free makeup and skincare products designed to celebrate the beauty in you. That's what it says on her website. So I got 2 items. This first product is a blush, and I got the shade Peach. There was only 2 colors available. And this is kind of a warm pink shade. There's 0.15 ounces of product in here. And it's a cardboard packaging that you flip open like this. Very simple, no mirror, anything like that. And it's supposed to be, you know, kind of like eco-friendly packaging. It does say on the back that this is made in China. But this is the blush that I have on my cheeks today. It's a matte finish. It's got nice pigmentation. It blended out really well. It was super easy to use. It's just a nice kind of a warm pink blush shade there. Kind of build it up a little bit. That is the shade Peach right there from the range, and it's available on her website and then also I believe on Kohls.com and in Kohl's stores. And then there were 2 6-pan eyeshadow palettes in the display, and I had one of them, and then I was kind of looking around. I hadn't been to Kohl's in forever. And then I seen a little display for a couple like holiday sets, and there was this 12-pan eyeshadow palette. It's called the limited edition eyeshadow palette. So I put the 6-pan one back and I got this one because this one looked like a compilation of shades from both of the 6 pans. So I went with this one. There's 12 shadows, 0.03 ounces per shade, or 0.75 grams. And this one's got like a little bow, same type of cardboard packaging with no mirror, kind of no fuss packaging there. And then you have 6 shades that are matte and you've got 6 that are shimmer. And when I first opened this up after I purchased it, I was like, I don't know about it. I wasn't sure, you know, kind of what to expect, but it doesn't look too appealing because the packaging and everything is so plain, right? But I used these mattes today from the crease upwards, and I have swatched the shimmers, and it's not bad for like a clean eyeshadow formula. I thought that it worked really well. I feel like the blend from my crease upwards is very smooth, and I didn't get a ton of fallout or anything like that. So I'm pretty happy with the mattes so far. Let's give you some swatches. These ones are the shimmers. The 6 shimmers are on top here. But even the shimmers are pretty nice. And these next guys. It was funny because when I first opened it up, I just had like no thoughts of it being great at all, and it's actually not bad. Like I said, the mattes blended out super nice. And then these last 4. So if you're looking for, you know, some clean eyeshadows that are pretty nice, you could take a peek at these. Like I said, there were 2 6-pan shadow palettes available as well, but this one looked like it had shades from both of those, so kind of nice, right? And again, I do have these shades, these mattes, on my crease upwards today. So that one is the Lauren Conrad, the limited edition eyeshadow palette right there. And then the names are on the back. This is also made in China. Next up, I purchased some stuff from Dior. I got the Deorific Golden Nights lipstick in the shade 070 Dazzling Beige, and this is from the holiday collection. I always love the packaging they do for the holiday collections. I think it's just really cute and pretty. So it is just a clip top packaging right there. And this is a really pretty nude. I've worn this a couple times and it's a satin matte finish with that silicone type formula, so it feels comfortable on the lips. And I wasn't sure kind of what to expect from it, but it did feel pretty nice on the lips with that matte kind of satin matte finish to it. This does have a little bit of a fragrance, but I don't feel like it tastes. And then if you can see here, which I think the pictures of it kind of fool you into thinking it's a sparkle lipstick, but this outside is an overspray. So you can see the part where I've used there, that's the actual shade of the lipstick right there. So I will go ahead and give you some swatches. The overspray is really pretty though, isn't it? So this is a nude that I can wear every day too. And it's a warm satin matte nude shade right there. I do wear this lipstick with a lip liner faded inwards too, which helps with a little bit of opacity and definition. But so far so good on it. I'm glad that I finally got one in this type of packaging that I'm going to wear quite a bit. So that's the Deorific Dazzling Beige lipstick right there. And that lipstick was made in France. And then I also got the two holiday quints. This first one is the 089 Black Night Quad. This is a lot darker than what I thought it was going to be. For some reason, I thought the promo pictures looked like there were lighter shades. I should have known better. These are all pretty dark shades except for the silver. There are some really pretty kind of smoky shades in here. And this is a baked gelée formula. So it's one of my favorite type of formulas is that baked gelée. But these quads, both of them, are very dry feeling, so you have to use a pretty tacky or hydrating type primer and put these over the top of that to, I feel like, get them to blend and look pretty. The nude one, which I have worn, I got a pretty look out of it, but I did have to kind of work with it and build up those colors because it's a really dry kind of stiff formula. I was expecting smoother, especially for baked gelée, but these are drier. So let's go ahead and give you guys some swatches here. I just really love to pick up the Dior holiday collection every year. There's something about the Dior holiday collection that's really nostalgic for me. So I had to get them both. And then here's a black right there. So this is kind of a matte black shade, and this one's got a little bit of shimmer in it. So just a really dark, sultry type of a shadow palette there. Both of these Dior palettes are made in Italy. So this one is the Golden Snow Quad. Everything in here is a shimmer or like a sheen to it. And the packaging is newer on these as well. They kind of have a button here that opens the top. So let's swatch these guys. There's not a whole ton of pigmentation, especially in those lighter shades. And then this last one right here. And I thought the look came out really pretty in the end. It was just I had to really work at it to get it to look like that type of a deal. But that one is the Dior Golden Snow 549 Quad. So I think what I might do is end up mixing the two together and see what comes out of it. Because these ones here are pretty dark and they have quite a bit more pigmentation, I think, than these ones. And then I also finally got one of the new quints that they came out with probably like over a month ago by now. I got the one in 689 Mitza. It was one of those things where I wanted all of them and I didn't know which ones to start with, so I just didn't get any. So I finally made up my mind and I got the one in Mitza, and this formulation is really pretty from Dior. And this is a newer formula from Dior. I do feel like it is a nicer formula than some in the past. Granted, eyeshadow from even 5 years ago is completely different nowadays than it was then. So this is a newer, improved formula from Dior, and it is very nice. The shades in here are very wearable. I do have to bring in a little bit lighter, either shimmer or matte, to kind of brighten up certain areas of my eyes, because mid-tone or deeper are kind of where the shades are at in here. There's only one matte shade in here, and that's this brown shade. Everything else has got a little bit of a shimmer or a sheen to it. Yeah, there's a couple, actually there isn't a couple. I just want all of them. I have got a lot of Dior quints, and the formulation on these ones is really nice. Look at how smooth they are. Very easy to work with as well. So I know at some point I'm going to end up picking up some more, but again, which ones should I start with? So there's the matte right there. You can see just how smooth that formula is. So that is one of Dior's new quints, excuse me, in Mitza. M-I-T-Z-A-H right there. Mitza. I also purchased the new KVD Vegan Beauty Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette. This is a new one for the holiday season. It has got 6 eyeshadows that are 0.05 ounces, which are the matte shades, and then 8 shadows, which are 0.04 ounces, which are the shimmer shades. And the packaging on this is supposed to be one of those kind of eco-friendly packaging as well. There's no mirror. It's all cardboard. There isn't even like a magnet component to hold it together. So again, very reminiscent of like Aether Beauty, how their packaging is very eco-friendly. So this is the box packaging that it came in, and I got this one at Ulta, and then here is the actual packaging right here. So you open it up and there's a little lip on there that kind of keeps it closed, but there's no magnet. And then the names are on the back, and there's a little divot in here too where you can like pull the plastic piece out, and I believe that's for maybe recycling. I thought it was to just kind of take it out if you want to take it out of the packaging, but it's still fixed inside this cardboard packaging, but this insert is plastic, and then the outside is cardboard, but you can pick this out, and I think, again, I think that's for recycling. But I wasn't sure what to expect with this palette because like the brand is, you know, going through some things. But this is actually a really nice palette. The 5 mattes that are in here, you've got some deeper ones, mid-tones, and a lighter one for kind of how I like to do eyeshadow, so that works. And then same with the shimmers. And the shimmer formula is really nice. You can tell there's kind of a little bit of a methacone feel to them, but they're really shiny and pretty on the lids, and I felt like the mattes built and blended really well. So I was happy with this. Again, I wasn't sure what to expect for the quality. Nothing, you know, super special in terms of the shades or anything like that, but I feel like the quality in this is pretty nice, especially for it being, you know, vegan eyeshadows. Again, it's a pretty nice palette. So let's get some swatches for you guys. These ones right here, these 3 are all mattes. And then these are the other 2 mattes right here. So these 3 and them 2 are the matte shades. I actually was like, when I first went into it, I was going into it for some reason, I don't know why, thinking that it was just not going to be good. And then it was like, oh, hey, this is pretty nice, you know. This is a matte as well. Pretty though, right? This is like a duochrome greeny gold. And then these guys. And this is also available at Sephora. I seen it up on the Sephora site, so Sephora sales going on right now. And then these last 2 shades. This is kind of a duochrome as well, like a blue-brown greeny type of a shade there. But those are the swatches. Nice, right? See, they look smooth. I haven't used every shade in here, but I've used quite a few of them. So that's another kind of nice option for a vegan eyeshadow palette, I think. So that is from KVD Vegan Beauty. It's the Edge of Reality eyeshadow palette right there. See the packaging here. And then real quick, I wanted to show you guys these cotton swabs that I got at Walmart, because I had hauled, it's been a while now, some organic cotton swabs that I got at Sephora, because I do have really sensitive eyes, so I thought I would try them out for kind of cleanup and touch up around the eyes, and they worked out really well. But it was a little pack of cotton swabs, and I found these ones at Walmart. These are also organic cotton swabs, and there's like twice as many cotton swabs for like half the price. They were only like $2 or $3. So this is from Sky Organics, and they're the organic cotton swabs, 375 count. I just wanted to show them if anybody else was interested in getting some organic cotton swabs. They had cotton rounds as well, and I did purchase those, and I want to kind of compare them to the Shiseido cotton squares that I really love. I was going to re-up on those for the sale, but I'm going to give the rounds that I got from this same brand a go first and see if they're comparable, because if they are, I'm just going to probably stick with the organic cotton rounds from this brand, and I got them at the Walmart. So I wanted to share that, and it says USP compliant, medical grade, soft and absorbent, hypoallergenic, 100% certified organic cotton, cruelty free, organic, global organic textile standard on there, 100% biodegradable product, and I love that. So I think this might be the only cotton swabs that I will purchase from now on. And then I got in my other order from JD Glow Cosmetics. I hauled some of their stuff last week. I'm obsessed with the brand. They need to come back in stock with those eyeliners. I want to try them. I'm just really loving JD Glow Cosmetics. And I ordered another one of their pressed highlighters, and I got the shade Synopsis. In the swatch online, it kind of looked like something that might not work on my skin tone, but oh, it works, and it is so beautiful. It might be a little bit of a far-fetched, but I'm going to just go ahead and say it. This is one of the most beautiful highlighters that I have in my collection. I have got it all over my face today as a highlight. It's got like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's got like a white base to it with green, purple, blue like shifts to it, but it's not overbearingly shifts where it looks like you're wearing a purple, green, or whatever highlighter. It just shifts so beautiful in the light, and it's very shiny. You have got to like some in-your-face shine to like these highlighters because they're all very shiny, but I'm obsessed with this. I have not stopped wearing this highlighter since I got it. It's so pretty. So this is the packaging. It's in the shade Synopsis. I have got another order in the works because I want to get some more of their metallic shadows. I want to try out 2 or 3 more of their highlighters. I'm obsessed. So anyway, this is what I have on my cheeks today for a highlighter. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. I don't really think it's going to show the dimension on camera. Sometimes, oh, I got that. Well, sometimes when it reflects in the mirror, you can kind of see it, but this is just stunning. It is so beautiful, and I am obsessed with it. So that is the JD Glow Synopsis highlighter. It's, again, yeah, it's got like, I don't know, depending on the light, it'll look pink or purple or green or white. It's just, it's very interesting. It's very beautiful. I also got the other 5 Galaxy eyeshadows that I didn't have, so now I have them all. The new ones are this purple guy and the 4 down here, so I'm going to go ahead and swatch those for you guys as well. Beautiful eyeshadows. You get a lot of product. They're $7.50 each in a 37mm or 2.7 gram pan. So you're getting just a lot of product, and they're so pretty. So pretty. So that one is the shade Plum right there. This one is Star Luster. The wind is just really out of hand today, man. So that's Star Luster. This is the shade Peachy Keen, and it's like a gold with a green shift. So that one is Peachy Keen. This one is the shade Peacock. And then the last one from the Galaxy collection is Bora Bora. So beautiful. Then with this last order, I picked up 5 of their Metallon eyeshadows. They're like the metallic formula. I got these 5 right here, and wait till you guys see the swatches on these guys. So I'm in the works of getting the rest of these ones as well because they're so pretty. They're just very beautiful eyeshadows. I have got the shade White Gold. on the inner portion of my eye, and then Hey Poppy on the rest of it. So I'm wearing these first two shades that I'm swatching on my eyes today. So that's that really beautiful metallic that you're seeing. These are just intense. They're so pretty. So this is white gold right here. Like, I'm just barely gonna go like that. Right? My goodness. Look at how pretty that is. So that's white gold. And then this one is Hey Poppy. This is the other one that I'm wearing. My fingers are like stained a little bit, but oh gosh. I can't get enough. That one is Hey Poppy. This one is the shade Rich. This one is the shade Limelight. So that one is Limelight. And then this last one is Lavender. So those are the 5 Metallon eyeshadows that I got from JD Glow. These ones are Galaxy shades, and then there's that Synopsis, is that what I call it? Highlighter. I'm obsessed with that highlighter, like big time. It's so pretty. And then lastly, I did get one PR package this week from Colourpop, and they sent me one set from their Moody Blooms collection. So they came out with 3 palettes, 3 lip sets, 3 blushes in this Moody Blooms collection. So they sent me one portion of that. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch those. And then I did purchase the other 2 palettes in the collection and the other 2 blushes in the collection as well. So those will be coming soon, but I'm going to show you the ones that they did send me. They sent over the Splendor Luxe Lip Duo. This has got like really pretty floral packaging. So this has got a gloss and then one of their Luxe Velvet lipsticks. So the gloss is in the shade Renaissance, and it's a nude with some really pretty sparkles in there. And these are the ones that remind me of that old, the old Revlon mineral lip glosses that I used to wear a ton. The smell of these and those are like the same, and I'm obsessed with it. I actually purchased an entire set of these luxe glosses because they feel so nice on the lips. They're not like a real sticky formula. So this is the Renaissance one right here, which is a super easy one to wear. It's got a peach kind of undertone. And then the gloss, no, the Luxe Velvet lipstick is an Ingenue. And this is a kind of a dusty rose shade right here. So that's Ingenue, and that is the Splendor Luxe Lip Duo. I also ordered their Stone Cold, is it called, shadow palette. And who else got the Mandalorian or the Baby Yoda eyeshadow palette? I had to have that too. So I got those things on the way. But in the meantime, I also got this Colourpop pressed powder blush from that collection in Shays. And this is the packaging, very pretty packaging. And then this is a really pretty matte peach. A little mirror in there. My fingers are like stained from some of those eyeshadow swatches, but a really pretty nude peach color. Build it up a bit. It's almost like a tangerine peach. So that is the pressed powder blush in Shays. Right there. And then the quad they sent over is the Grandeur Quad. Isn't this packaging? This packaging is so pretty. And it reflects on the actual palette too, which I always love. This one has got a pressed glitter in it. There's no mirror in here. This is the really pretty floral pattern. The middle shade in Excess is a pressed glitter right there. There are 3 true mattes in here, which are Velvet, Dusk, and Maude. And then you got Jolie and Monaco, which are those matte bases with the little shimmers in there. And then you've got 3 kind of standard shimmer shades. This Need shade is almost like a blue-brown duochrome too. Let's give you guys some swatches of these. So those are the first 4. I'll do that glitter last because I always have a hard time like getting it off my fingers. I've noticed like a lot of kind of dark, deep shades like this coming out for the fall time. Kind of like that Dior holiday palette, and there's been a few. And then this last one is that pressed glitter right there. Which has quite a bit of pigment in there for being a pressed glitter. I'll be doggone. I might actually give that guy a go. I like the kind where they're kind of infused with more pigmentation and more like eyeshadow formula. I don't mind those pressed glitters as much, but the kind that are just like all glitter with like clear base, those ones I'm not as nuts about, but that one looks really nice. So those are the swatches right there for the Colourpop Grandeur pressed powder palette right there. And then again, like I said, I have got the other palettes on the way. And a huge thank you to Colourpop for sending those over. I don't get sick of Colourpop. I've heard a couple people say that they overdo it and stuff like that, but they keep me going, man. And that is all for my haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.